Hey everybody, welcome back to another unboxing video, and hopefully I have the framing set up okay and my phone will be able to actually capture everything properly because today, like I promised in the last video, we're going to be opening two quarter scale bunnies. So, first one, we got the Hayasaka Bunny. I've been waiting for a while for this one. It finally showed up. I'm very excited. Hayasaka is clearly best girl, although I do see the argument for Chica, but Hayasaka is best girl. And Kaguya. And I'm so happy that they decided to do a bunny of her, and then I also am waiting for that bikini maid thing that they did. I still don't understand why they can't just do a scale of her in her blue and white schoolgirl uniform thing that she uses to try to seduce, what's his name? It's been a while since I watched Kaguya. But at least we got some more Hayasaka. She deserves way more than she gets in the show and in figure production. Now, of course, this is a friggin' freeing packaging, so we're gonna struggle, and it's gonna be loud. One thing I'm noticing, though, is her base is small, which is great, because most of the freeing bases are way too big. So they definitely seem to have done that right this time. We'll see how well her feet actually line up on the pegs, though, because that is a consistent issue. I'm probably just blocking the whole damn camera right now. There's nothing I can do about it. Free wants to make their packaging impossible to open. There we go. Man, these things are a pain to open. Alright, small base. Not terrible. Just so you guys know, I cannot see what's going on in my viewfinder, so if anything's out of frame, I apologize. I cannot see what is in frame and what is out of frame right now. I'm going to check once I get her on her base, and then I'll be able to kind of give you a 360 of her once I get that together. But hopefully some of this is visible. Let's get her ears going. Whoop. Ears go in easily. Nice. Let's see how hard it is to get her on her base here. Looks like the metal one goes in the heel. That one goes there. Seems to be lining up pretty well. Not perfect, but not nearly as much of a struggle as other bunnies I have dealt with so far. I believe this is my 9th bunny? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is my 9th bunny. Alright, she looks fantastic. Let me get in a position where I can see. And let's get a little bit of a close-up. This light is a little bit bright, actually. There we go. I think they could have posed her a little bit better, honestly. Like, it works. But, I don't know. She's a little bit blank, which can work for her. But it's like, she's doing a pose where I feel like the blank facial expression doesn't necessarily mesh with the pose. It's still fine. I mean, it's still a Hayasaka bunny. But I feel like they could have done a better job with it. I wouldn't mind owning the Chica bunny, but the aftermarket is kind of insane. I may end up getting the Kaguya one just to pair with Hayasaka, because they pair really well, even though I don't really like Kaguya as a character that much. But yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. I got a bonus. Speaking of Kaguya, in between the bunnies, I almost forgot that I got this figure. Get her out of the box. Box is completely nondescript, by the way, because this is a Taito Prize exclusive. So this is actually a figure haul, technically. It's a little triple action for you, because I almost forgot that I even had this figure. I got too many figures to open. I would have been very upset if I totally forgot to open this. So we could have done this as a Kaguya double feature, actually. But I promised 2 bunnies, so I'm going to give you 2 bunnies. I do have a second bunny. But I did get this awesome color variant Kaguya. Oh, the blue kimono. So I believe the standard version of her is red. Can I focus on her? The standard version of her is a red. But I think she actually looks great with the blue on. And I found this one randomly. I didn't even know that this figure existed. And I just came across it randomly while I was searching for some other Kaguya stuff. And it was really cheap, so I just picked it up. I believe this is like one that you have to win at in an UFO crane game. And her base is, like, even though it's plain, it's got some nice text and designs on it and everything. Got her name. See how well she attaches to it. Pretty good. Not hard to insert, and doesn't feel loose. That's what she said. Let's get these out of the way. This is really nice, by the way. Even the red one. Would definitely recommend picking up this figure if you like Kaguya-sama Love is War, the actual series. Because I'm not a huge fan of Kaguya as a character, but I think she does look really good in traditional clothing. So I wish they would do more of her in traditional clothing. And where is the other box? Here it is. Let's see if I can... Actually, Kaguya, you're going to have to move all the way to the edge. Because this box is way too damn big. We got the X10. Which is, I believe, in my opinion, this is the best bunny that Freeing has made. Out of all the bunnies, this is the best one. And I had missed out on getting her for a decent price initially, and I was kind of on the fence about getting her. But then I saw her pop back up for retail, and I was just like, I'm getting her. I love my bunnies, and this is the best bunny. And I don't care if her base is obnoxiously huge, and she takes up a ton of space because of the sword. Whatever. I still want it. And so I got it, and I have no regrets. But obviously this is going to be another pain to open, because Freeing likes to make it really hard to unbox their products. I try to pull this out without knocking over these other figures. Okay, none off. There we go. The room is full of packaging. Okay, I usually have tape, so I'm just going to go all the way around because I can't even see it. Hopefully that's it. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe this one isn't super hard to open. So far, seems easier. Maybe. Possibly. Be extra careful about this. I'm going to have to stand up. I was hoping I was going to be able to do it just by sliding my fingers under, but not quite. Way easier than the Hayasaka one, though, so I appreciate that. That was much less of a struggle. And she is strapped in here, and she got a lot of extra stuff in the back, so let's unstrap her, first of all. I think we gotta cut some more tape. Because these pieces of tape, these pieces of plastic on the inside are actually taped together. If I can find where the tape is. They really taped the crap out of this. Oh, there's even a separate thing taped on for the base, too. That's why. I don't know if you guys can even see what I'm doing. It's probably too low for the camera. I'm just trying to cut this damn tape, and it doesn't want to cut. Come on, tape. Work with me here. Now, what I do like is that even though her base is obnoxiously large, it is this cool translucent red, I think. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. That's all the accessories. You can just put her down for a sec. She's all strapped in. Do this piece by piece. Okay. So here's her absolutely massive base. I'm pretty sure it's even larger than the one that came with power. I think it's the same size as the one that comes with the Junko Bunny, actually. But it is nice that it's this translucent red instead of the plain black. So it's at least slightly more visually interesting. And she's got this friggin' sword, which is massive because she's a quarter scale. The blade's in here. And it is clear. It still looks really cool. Her bunny ears, and there's like a peg in here. I'm not sure what it's for. I may actually have to look at the instructions for this one, which is rare. But she is a little more involved than other bunnies. Alright. Now let's unstrap her from the prison. There we go. Like that, and she is covered in plastic, so give me a second to remove these. I'm seeing a little bit of issue with the hair, the paint on the hair. It's not too bad. You're definitely not going to notice from afar, but I have heard that is a consistent issue with freeing figures. And when you pay this much for a figure, I expect perfect quality. And I've seen a lot of complaints about the paint on the hair on these figures. I also worry about the way that her feet are lined up here, although it does look like the pegs on the base are lined up directly behind each other, but I don't like how close those are together. We'll see how she actually goes on. I think I got, yeah, a little bit more stuff to remove, and that should be it. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I can just put her on her base or not. I think I might need to do the sword first. So let me look at her instructions. Alrighty. So that clips on there. And, okay, so that little plastic piece is to hold the sword in place. Okay, so we should be able to put her on her base just fine, and then do the accessories after. I think she's supposed to be kind of more, yeah, she's supposed to be this way, kind of more in the front of her base. If I can line these. Yeah, her feet aren't lining up perfectly. I'm going to have to kind of bend her legs slightly. There we go. Those are lined up. Just push down. And hopefully, I think that just, ow! Okay, we're going to have to talk about that in a second here, but let me see if I can get her on her base, because she's not cooperating with me. But holy shit, I need to talk about what just happened. Let me see if I can get this on camera. These parts on her boots are so incredibly sharp, it just went into my thumb. It just went and just stabbed right into my thumb. That is, you can see it's really thin and incredibly sharp. Be really careful with these spikes on her boots. Wow. That stabbed me more than a Chaos model from 40K. Whoa. Okay, I'm lucky that just kind of slid into dead skin for the most part, but that actually went pretty deep. You could really get yourself good on that plastic. Be very careful with that. Whoa. Okay, it looks like this is actually adjustable depending on how the sword actually ends up sitting, which is a really good design. It doesn't just sit in a peg hole. Let me see if I can get this on in frame. So this is what the sword kind of slides into, and you can adjust where it sits on the peg. So it'll line up perfectly with the sword, even if it's not like perfectly straight or if it's out a little bit or whatever. So they don't actually have to worry about lining that up. You can just line it up yourself. That's really good design there on their part. So we saw this just clips onto the side. Let's see, yeah, it's supposed to kind of tuck underneath the stuff here, so I gotta kind of pull some of this out of the way. Luckily all this stuff on her hip is flexible. You gotta kind of slide the sheath under and then get it in place. You know what, I feel like this strap should actually hold this, so I'm thinking maybe this piece comes out. Yeah, I think that piece actually comes out of the sheath here. Yeah, you can remove the handle, and then it goes through this loop. Then you put it on, kind of lift that out of the way. She really has some assembly required. Get that on. And then kind of force this in. She doesn't really want to lift up high enough. There we go. A little finicky, but totally doable. There's that. I believe these are little inserts for the bunny ears. So let's remove those. Get her ears on. I think this goes on this side. Yep, it goes on that side, goes there. And then the sword, I believe, does something like that. I don't know, you might be able to do it like that. I think she holds the end like that. Yeah, something like that. And then the tip of the sword should just be able to rest right in there. And there we go. Kind of change how exactly you want the sword to sit. Make sure it's not too tight, don't damage the tip. And there we go. There is the best bunny that they have made. Let me sit down and get some close-ups and some 360s. Because this figure is incredible. Problem is that my phone mount is kind of in the way, but you can see all the detail on the arm, the grip of the sword, all of her little accessories with a little bunny thing going on there. She's got like these claws on her gloves. She's got this cool ass hat and the eye patch, which, can I get in the light? Yeah. Let me see if I can get the hat. Can't really. Problem is my stand is in the way of trying to position this. Can't see, but right under where the camera frame is, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the way. Really cool hat. Her hair is semi-translucent. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but towards the bottom it actually goes translucent. And it's really hard not to just knock everything around. Really just want to be able to show this off. There's the danger boots, the stabby boots that will definitely gouge you if you're not careful putting, like, do not put your thumb on top of that when you're trying to put her on her base. Wow, that was a mistake. I didn't even realize. Yeah, it took a good chunk out of my dead skin. That was close to drawing blood. So, awesome figure, and as dangerous as she looks, because she will stab you. And there we go. So, this video ended up being very long because of putting together bunnies and unboxing them and everything. At some point, I think I'm actually going to do like a bunny showcase. I'm going to get a couple more because, honestly, I've gotten most of the bunnies that I want. There's just a couple more that I'm waiting for. There's the Kyoko and, what's her name? The other girl from Danganronpa. I'm blanking right now. The one from Danganronpa 2. That one. Chiaki, yeah. I've got Kyoko and Chiaki bunnies. There is a Miku one that isn't releasing for a while, so I'm probably not going to see her for a while. I should be seeing at least the Kyoko one soon, though, because I believe that shipped out in Japan last month. And then I want to try to get the Megumin bunny, but that one is a really, really expensive aftermarket, so I may or may not acquire one of those anytime soon. I'm trying to think. There's really not that many more bunnies that I'm going to get right now. So, yeah. once we have at least a semi-completed bunny collection, I'm going to go ahead and do like a showcase video of just them, all the quarter scales, all the big figures and everything. And once I get my displays together, we'll do a collection showcase as well. But for now, that's all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed these massive figures and our little bonus that I almost forgot about. But this, if you can get this bunny, it is the best bunny that they've made. It takes up a ton of space. It's way bigger than it looks on camera. In real life, that base is the size of a dinner plate. You could put a medium pizza on that. Like, it's crazy. But she's worth it. She's worth every penny, and she's worth all the square footage. Because she's just incredible and so well done. And yeah, I can't get over how awesome this figure is. And I don't really want it to overshadow Hayasaka too much, because Hayasaka, your best girl. I love you, but like, come on, how you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat that, especially with the hat? I will say, I guess I wish that the hat was angled down a little bit more, because with the brim being angled so far up, if you have her displayed anywhere like I have mine all up on top of my displays, you're not really going to be able to see the hat, and the hat is one of my favorite parts. But that would be my only complaint, honestly. Still a 10 out of 10. Still, like, the best bunny. I think I rambled long enough. Thanks for watching. If you stuck around, please subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Let me know what you think about X10, because she's fantastic. And hopefully see you in the next video. Until then, bye.